Hello, boys and girls. It's Miss Kendricks, your science and social studies teacher. All right, so today we are still learning all about our different levels of government. So we're going to look today specifically all about our state level of government. So our state, of course, is the wonderful, amazing state of Arkansas. So Arkansas is our state, and Benton is our city or our local government. All right, so here's our whole entire country, United States of America, or USA for short. And then the little tiny red state that starts with the letter A, of course, is our state, Arkansas. Now, in our state government, we have some people who are the leaders of our whole entire state. So we have two people that we're looking at pictures of now, and one is the governor of Arkansas. That means he's the leader or the boss of the whole entire state. Since March, you've probably heard about him a little bit more than maybe you have in the past, since all things COVID started. His name is Asa Hutchinson, and he is the head of our state government, and he has been since January of 2015. Then we have the lieutenant governor, Lieutenant Governor Tim Griffin. He is the governor's second in command. So you know how Miss Bacon is our principal here at school? So she's the boss of the whole entire school. And then Mr. Ash is the assistant principal. So that's kind of how the governor and the lieutenant governor is. It's kind of like governor and assistant governor, except for his official name is the lieutenant governor. All right, and here is the governor's mansion in Little Rock. This is where he lives. So he has some really important jobs that he is responsible for. He enforces or makes sure that everybody follows all of the state laws. And then all the state laws that are made and passed have to follow the United States government laws. So they have to match. Nothing that's made on the state level can be the opposite or not go with all of the laws that are on the federal or the national level for the whole entire country. Now, he can veto laws that are presented to the state Congress. That means he can say, no, wait, Jose, not happening. He has that power, just like the president can veto laws for our federal government. All right, so here we zoom in a little bit more, and we see not just the whole entire country, but we see our state. And then if you look at that red arrow that's pointing to the name of our town or our community, our city's name is Benton. And we are kind of right in the middle or the central part of our state. All right, so Benton's mayor or the leader or the boss of the whole town of Benton, his name is Tom Farmer, and he enforces all of the city laws. So he's in charge of all things that happen in our city. Kind of like the governor is for our state and the president is for our country. So he was elected in November of 2018. So he hasn't been the mayor for not a super long time, only about 2 years. He is in charge of keeping peace in the city. Before he was the mayor, he coached in Bryant. He was a coach there. My husband actually worked with him at Bryant, so he knows him really well. And he decided to run for mayor after hearing lots of things that his pastor had talked about being a good servant. And mayors definitely are a good servant, helping take care of the community. So then we have the police chief, okay? So this is another person that's super important in our local government. His name is Scotty Hodges. He is an appointed position. That means he didn't get voted on like the mayor. The mayor, people can vote on. The governor, people vote on. The president, people vote for. But the police chief is not a voted on position. It's appointed. So the mayor and the town council appoint him or say that this is the person who's going to be the police chief. He reports to the mayor. The mayor is his boss. and he's the head or the leader of the entire Benton police force. So all of our school resource officers that you know here at school, and all the police officers that you see around town, all of them report to Scotty Hodges because he is their boss. He's the head of the entire police force. All right, so that's just a little bit more to add to our learning about all things with our government, our local and our state government, where we're going to be learning lots more this week too. So make sure that every day you are doing your work. That way you don't get behind. That's super, super important, guys. It's super frustrating for you, especially, and for your families if you get behind, because that makes it a lot more work than it has to be. So make sure that you're doing all of your work for all of your classes every day. That way you don't get behind. All right. So if you do happen to get behind and you have an MA or a missing assignment on your hack that mom and dad check your grades on, then make sure you do it. And when you do, ask them to message me or whichever class it's for. If it's for math, message Miss James. If it's for reading, message Miss Mitchum. If it's for anything with language arts, they need to email or contact Miss Chambly. So be very, very diligent. Make sure you don't forget to do that because we don't go back and check things from like a month ago or 2 weeks ago unless you tell us that you did it. Otherwise, we just check it when it's due on Sunday. All right, so have a great week. Have fun and learn lots.